will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 9, Gavin Lux.
With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out.
Michael Conforto.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
2-0 now. Fouled away. Again, another foul ball. The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Look out as this bat shatters on impact. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
And that brings up Javi Baez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's set and the pitch. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Conforto on at first, nobody out. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Now batting.
So next to bat will be Jose Peraza. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And it's fouled away.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. To second for 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 0-0. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Ripped down the line. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with the old Uncle Charlie, and he was having none of that. Not a bad pitch. He was just waiting for it and blasted a leadoff double.
Next up is Max Muncy, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Baez has it, and there's one down now.
Now batting, the catcher.
So one gone with the runner at third, and that brings up Will Smith. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Ball two.
This would seem like an easy RBI situation. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position, but you have to know there's an open base, and he might be pitching around you.
Has a look, now the pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. 2-2 to the Dodgers catcher.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
1 strike.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Nimmo is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for L.A. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Number 63 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, James McCann. He's set. Here it comes.
Inside, ball 1.
1-0 delivery.
2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0. Outside 3-0 now.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
The 3-0 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
So next to hit is Jacob deGrom. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, third baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Next up for New York, Jonathan Villar. He grounded out last time up. From the stretch. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. A bullet to first base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. McCann at second with 2 down. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
2-1 now. Two and 2 the count. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Mets leave 1. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field and Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The batter will be Gavin Lux. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Left side, but well foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
So here's Cody Bellinger. Now here's the first offering. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
The 0-2 home. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Nobody out, runner on first. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Popped him up. Alonso moving to his left. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 63.
Matt Beatty will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Dodgers, number 45, Matt Beatty.
First pitch on its way as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Here's the 1-0.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend to end the inning. More on tap from Game 5 after this. Brustar Graterol takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 48, Brustar Graterol.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. Now here's the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
Heading out towards shallow right. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Next, it'll be Pete Alonso. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. 1 out, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Three-two pitch. Rounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Boy, really making him work now, as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. And that misses ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
So now to the plate, Javier Baez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 pitch. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back See the ball a little bit deeper and be willing to work.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets strand one. We are still scoreless. Here's Mookie Betts. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's the first pitch. As he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball one.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
2-1 now to Mookie.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
8-2.
Whew, that was some gas.
2 balls,
Triple
2 strikes.
digits on the radar gun.
And he fouls this one off. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Here's Corey Seager. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ball one. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and in the bat is Trey Turner. As a look, now the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
The 1-1. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. As he'll take a look at ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. From the stretch. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Digging in next, Will Smith. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set the payoff pitch. Driven nicely into the gap. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as the result.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And up next will be Gavin Lux. Has a look, now the pitch. Right side, but it's well foul. Set to deliver the 0-1.
That ball's foul.
Smith on second. Turner at first. 2 out in the inning. Fouled off. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. We're on to the 7th inning now in the deciding Game 5. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Mets nothing.